There it is, folks. There it is. We got a massive unboxing to do. I can't wait.
Last night I was doing some drawing. Speaking of flippers, and I was like, man, as I was drawing, I was like, you know, these flippers, they might just fucking go in and just take all these $1. That's gonna happen. That's gotta happen, right? And I got inspired, and I made this right here. I drew this character right here, okay? But here's what he looks like. His name is Flak-R.
This right here was the origins for Flak-R, and now, folks, it has turned into a full-fledged toy line. Flak-R and the champions of the Faraday. Here is the box. If you ordered it on the Kickstarter and you ordered more than 12, more than likely, you will get your shit in a big-ass box like this. Right there on the side of the box, you got that Hat of Toys logo looking nice and fancy. But this box right here has got some stuff I cannot wait to show you. I can't wait to see it. And there it is. Each figure comes in a box like this. And I'm going to show you what comes in each box for each figure. We're going to start off with the main figure in the line, Flak-R. So when you first open that box, you're going to see a whole bunch of goodies. Starting off right here with the Black Friday special that comes with every single figure, as long as you ordered it from the Kickstarter. So those are all the gifts you could fold up that Flak-R can flip. But right here to continue with the Black Friday special, we got all the little mini Flak-R figures, extra head, extra hands, the cubes of NFT, whole bunch of goodies in here. Can't wait to bust that open. Oh, we got the cloak of Tarjay and the symbol right there. That comes with every figure. And then right here in its own little box, you will only get this head if you ordered one of the bundle packs that comes with 2 flip pots and 1 Flak-R figure. No matter what color, you get that head. Now digging deeper into the box, we got the 2 middle fingers right here. The Flip the Bird Early Bird Special that you'll get in your box if you order within the first 2 weeks. And I got a bunch of them that I ordered, so I hope I got a bunch of middle fingers. And then we got the Scepter of FOMO, packed nice and neat. And then right here in this box, every Flak-R figure comes with a catcher. And then right here on the side, you can either army build with some botchas, or if you got a flaker, it comes with a gotcha. So just remember that, and then right here on the back, all the different ones within Wave 1, and a couple of special ones that you might see later this year. I can't tell you what it is, but that shit is hot. And then last but not least, right here you get your Flak-R figure, which we're gonna look at in a minute. But let me show you what comes in the Flak-R box. So just like with Flak-R, you got your Black Eye Early Bird Special, and then right here we got more of the Early Bird Special, which is all the little figures, a special head, extra hands, and the cubes of NFT. And then right here in the box, we got the Shroud of Walmaria, which y'all know it's a play on Walmart. I like the colors. And then right here, he got his gotcha right in the box. Nice colors. And then his special head, if you got the bundle pack with the tongue sticking out, face all bruised up. Love that head. But if you ain't get that bundle, you ain't get that shit. And then underneath all them goodies, you got your Flak-R figure. We're gonna check him out. We got a couple more left to unbox. Right here, you got your flip pot. And the only special shit you'll get in this one is the Flip the Bird Special. If you order within the first 2 weeks, and those middle fingers, you ain't gonna get them. You ain't get that. And then right here, you got your flip bot. Now, mind you, every single figure also has stuff within the package, which we'll go over in a little bit. But right here, last but not least, your flake pot, and that's all you get in the box. Now, right here, folks, all the individual figures that you can get in Wave 1 is right here in front of your face. First up, we got Flakebot, Robot Drone of Flak-R. Looking good right there. Then up next, we got Flak-R, fucking lazy asshole killer robot. That's what his name stands for. I'm just reading what it says on the box. Then up next, we got Flipbot, robot minion of Flak-R, loving the silver color. Then we got the key figure of the line, Flak-R, satirical lord of flipping. Then we move on to some of the variants. We got Flak-R, stealth power right here in his nice stealth suit. Then we got the perfect gold Flak-R right here. Loving that gold. And then right after that, we got the glow-in-the-dark Flak-R, which, trust me, each one's got its own lore to it and it makes sense. Then lastly, we got Flak-R customizes dream. You want to paint him up. Then with the final package, you got your Catcha Botcha, a gotcha. So that's the front, but let's take a look at the back of the boxes where we got a lot of shit going on back here. Looks awfully familiar to a certain favorite toy line of mine. Well, right here, this one says, Flip bots created by Gotcha. Battle the evil flake bots created by Gotcha. Then it says Flake bots, evil robot drones created by Gotcha. Loyal to only Flak-R and on his quest to end Flip-R. Then on the side it says robot drones of Flak-R. Double flip in action. And then moving on to Flak-R. Flak-R wants to abolish Flip-R with his Flip Life Knuckle Busters. Then below it says Flak-R, evil doppelganger bot originally created by Flip-R, now seeks revenge on his creator. Then on the side it says evil bot clone of Flip-R, spring flip in action. Now right here with the flip bot, it says the same thing as the first one, but if you notice something in the picture, it's nighttime in that one, while it's daytime in that. I like that little extra touch. On the bottom it says robot minions of Flip-R, double flip in action. Moving on to Flip-R, it says Flip-R and his scepter of FOMO freezes time to snatch action figures before anyone can reach them. And right there on the back, we got a little cameo from Stalky back there like that. Then below it says Flip-R, the satirical lord of flipping, a cutthroat merchant that only looks out for his own bottom line. Then on the side it says spring flip in action, store toys and backpack, locate exclusives with the flip detector. I'm loving all that. Glad I'm not seeing no twisting the powerful positions type shit. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got Stealth Flip-R, where it says Flip-R uses his stealth powers to turn himself invisible, allowing Flip-R to cut in line. And then on the side, it says Spring Flip in action, stealth accessories, stealth powers to avoid detection. Next up for this one, it says Flip-R uses his perfect gold, protects him from all harm. Then you got all these other people trying to mess him up, but they can't touch him. He's gold. Then it says perfect gold coating, spring flip in action. Now for the glow-in-the-dark version, as Flip-R hunts for treasure in the forbidden caves, he must use his glow powers to repel the flip bugs. Now I'm definitely loving the artwork on this one. It really pops. Down below it says glows in the dark, glowing flip in action, twisting the powerful position. I'm just kidding. It didn't say that last part. Now the last one says Flip-R battles with Customizer, strips him of all color, becoming a minion of great scale, and that artwork was hot. Right there, customized Flip-R, customized accessories, and then the back of the box for the Botcha Catcha Gotcha. And that's all you get, folks. That's the box art for every single figure. I am loving what I'm seeing. They killed the look to a T. All the artwork is beautiful. Great job to all the artists. But now it's time to start opening these things up. One thing I noticed is this little piece right here. Let me pull it out. You see this shit right here? This little plastic piece keeps the front of the hoodie from hitting the front of the package. That shit was smart. And as you can see from the figure, that head's looking perfect. Now right here, once you take the figure out, right on the back it's got a special dedication to Renders FX. We read it out real quick. Sculpted by Renders FX. This line of action figures was sculpted by Ryan Endersby, whose dedication to his art was unmatched. These figures were made in dedication of his memory. Having that there really means a lot to me. Let's take a moment of silence for my good friend Ryan. For an added bonus, the card art folds out to show you the Target marketplace and all the secrets it has to offer. Because let me tell you something, there's over 24 little Easter eggs hidden throughout the artwork, which some of them might tease future characters and upcoming waves, so it's definitely worth checking out. But not only that, but each figure also comes with a mini comic and of the Flip-R. To make a long story short, now hold up a second, before I start the mini comic, this first page right here just credits everybody involved, and if you look at the very bottom, you see that name right there? That's me! I just want to point that shit out. But anyways, to make a long story short, within the Target marketplace, we got Flip-R looking around trying to find his next shit to flip, and he comes across a merchant trying to sell him some type of cat. So he starts to check it out. So he scans the thing and it ain't really worth shit, so he passes on it. But as soon as that happens, a Target guard that he done hustled finds his ass, so they try to capture him. But he tells the ass to take it easy. But the Target guard says, and I quote, "Take it easy, my dick and balls time to pay the piper, Flipper. So he ends up scooping up some dirt and throws it in their eye and lets them know that his name is Flip-R. So while they're stunned, he heads the hell out of there and they're all cussing at him saying, "You fucking piece of shit." So while he's getting away, he calls out the catcher to see where he's at. But catcher informs him he's got 1 minute to get down there before the pallets get unloaded. And there's already a line of buyers, but he says he'll make it. So with the Target guards close on his tracks, he's got to pull out the big guns and pulls out the stopwatch of FOMO, which transforms into the scepter of FOMO, which he uses to smack the shit out their ass, but with the clock still ticking and more Target guards in the way, he calls in his flip bots, which come in and put in that work, but then he asks them to flip him up. So he flies up in the sky well over the wall and makes it to the auction, but then he's got another situation he's got to figure out, because even though Catcher saved him a place in line, there's more people ahead of him than orbs to sell, so he's got a problem. But then even worse, some Karen wants to call him out and say, "Hey, what the fuck? You can't hold spaces." So Catcher tells him to do something, and then he activates his stealth suit that his bots made him so he can sneak up to the front of the line. So with the orbs about to sell out, he does just that and makes it right to the front to get the last one. But the last guy that he cut in front of, he starts bitching and shit, talking about, "Oh, this fucking guy just cut in front of me." But Flip-R downplays that shit and tells him, "Hey, if you want it, I'll sell it to you for a little markup." And the guy tells him, "Go fuck yourself and get a real job, you parasite asshole." So then he tells him, "I guess I got one friend. Deuces." So he meets up with Catcher to let him know what happened, and Catcher ended up getting 2 off the online sale, so they end up walking away with 3 orbs, but their celebration is short-lived, because 2 Target guards pull up with some lady on a horse, where she calls him out and says it looks like some things never change, and he recognizes the voice, and he asks, "Is that you, babe?" But then one of the Target guards says, "You will address her as mistress of the auction house." And he fires back and tells him, "How about you address me as eat my ass?" But that's when the lady starts taking off her hood and says Babe was the old me, and while taking off her mask, she says, "Call me Evil Bay," which shocks the shit out of Flip-R, and he says, "Holy shit sticks," which all she says is, "Now, let's talk about what we can flip together." And that's it, folks, for that action-packed mini-comic. But then we got an In Memory of Renders FX. Flip-R was sculpted by Renders Endersby, aka Renders FX, who passed away on April 20th, 2024. Action figures was his passion, and we dedicate these figures as a lasting tribute to his work. As a good man right there, and he deserves it. As for the last page, it shows you some of the figures you can get in the line, followed by a shout out to Escape Comics. Definitely check that shit out. There's a link down below right there on the page. But now that we got all that out the way, it's time to check out the figures. And right here, we got Flip-R and we got Flak-R. And these 2 figures, guys, you don't know, after this long ass journey of over 2-some years, me being in this group, seeing it come from start to finish, I love what I'm seeing. Starting off with them boots right there, giving them nice motu vibes. I love the wraps around them. Moving our way up to them legs right there. Looks like he does leg day maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. Right there, the loincloth, nice and long, my man's probably packing. The vest right there with the dye on it. Loving the way that looks. Definitely like that nice gold wrist gauntlet right there. And then on the other side, the shovel hand looks great. Look at that shit right there, and it pops off if you want to switch it out. But then that fucking face, oh shit! You see this shit right here? The glasses can come off, just like on any other head that's got glasses on them, but them eyes is looking good. Same thing with Flak-R, his come off. But let's take a look at his body, where his shit is basically the same shit as Flip-R, just flipped around in a different color, you know what I mean? Kind of like He-Man and Faker, you know what I'm saying? But his dial's different. Looks like he's looking for Dragon Balls and shit on there. Loving just how the color pops. That orange next to that blue knows what he's doing. And right there with the glasses off, looks good to me. And I'm glad they went with the white in the eyes as opposed to them just being all black like He-Man, because there was a time where it was going to be just all black. Now right here on the back of the body, we see a better look at them backpacks, which they're both exactly the same, but just slightly a different color. But if we zoom in a little bit at the back right here at the boots, looking great. Legs look like his ass does a lot of walking. Moving up, loincloth looking good. Back of the shovel hand is nice and gold. But then that book bag with all the little intricate details all up in it. This shit is hot. Renders FX killed that shit. And then top it off, the book bag just snaps right on, you know what I mean? Kind of like how Snout Spout puts his shit on. It's just like that. The back of the head, you see a look at that hoodie right there. Thick ass neck, strong ass neck. Now moving on, I want to just take the backpack off so you can see how the straps look without it. Which right there, some of y'all might not want to put the backpack on. You know what I mean? He does stand a little bit better The backpack does make him a little top heavy. I'm just saying. But that looks good right there. Turning him back around, I want to show y'all all the accessories. We're going to go through them one by one again, just so y'all can see what y'all going to get. Now, before that, we got the catcher, and this came out so good. I love this shit right here. This catcher's got sentimental value to Near. He loves his calico cat. Now, right here, if you pop it open, it comes with little stickers right there. You can put it on the screen and just change it up, you know what I mean? A little bit of action play. He comes in a little bag right there. The little screen is on the inside, if you're wondering. And that's it. Opens and closes. You can put some goodies up in there. Got a little crank for the tail, which was a nice added touch. Love it. And it's on 3 wheels, so the bitch rolls. Great little addition right there. But to top it off, we got the gotcha. And the gotcha looks just like the catcher, just in the Flak-R colors. And I love the way it pops. That orange with the blue is tight. I put that little sticker on the screen just because that shit's funny and it makes sense. But now as far as the pieces that you get with each figure. Now I got them in categories right here. Here's the Flak-R Friday special with the signature head right there, where he's all fucked up, you know what I mean? Gotta get in fights, you know what I mean? Gotta get what he wants. Then we got all his little mini figures right there, nice little packaging. We got the cubes of NFT. Then we got the palm hand slash, get out of my face, talk to the hand slash, I smack you up in the face. Got the grip hands right there. They work well, we're gonna test it out. Then you got the special bundle pack head right there with the smiling teeth. We got the middle finger flip the bird special that folks got for back and early. And then right there, the normal accessories that comes with every flip or figure. We got the cloak and target. We got the money bags right there, a little symbol for the cloak. Now the money bags, I love the coloring of the gold money sign. Now the money coming out of it, I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. It's got a lot of cash. We got the stopwatch of FOMO. And then right there, we got the little extra hand to move the shovel. You have a normal hand. And then last but not least, the scepter of FOMO. I'm loving all the details on it, and the color really pops. It's a nice, strong staff. Now we moving over to Flak-R's stuff right here. Starting off with his Flak-R Friday special, we get the special edition bot head, because in the lore, Flak-R was his first flip bot that ended up just turning into Flak-R, ended up going bad and shit. All his special hands that come with it. We got the tongue out face if you got the bundle right there, which is a hot ass head. Glad that I got that. Then for the regular shit that comes with him, he gets that beat up face right there. We got his devil finger horn hands, and then we got his flip life brass knuckles, which was my idea. I'm proud to say it. I thought he would look good with some brass knuckles. Then we got the shroud of Wolmeria right there. Love that cape and the color. But that's it for that. Now it's time to look at the other figures. We got your Flake bot and we got your Flip bot. And they're all basically the same, you know what I mean? Just different colors. But these colors on these ones, I love that shit. Start off at the bottom right there. That purple on blue right there. Metallic blue. He got the light metallic blue on his side. That shit looks good. And the one thing I like about having these two is they come with them additional shovel hands, but they also got regular hands. Everything on the front looks great. Loving the little chest piece right there. The face right there. Love that shit. At one point in time, he had more of a Dr. Doom looking type of look, you know what I mean? But after several revisions, we got the look that we got right here. And that shit looks great. Loving the little dial on him with the little Dragon Balls. His color definitely pops. That's a strong ass gold orange right there. But then we got their accessories, which is an extra pair of hands and 2 money bags, because you know, they gotta steal that money. They're all about the money, all about that flip life. And speaking of that flip life, we got the stealth flipper right here and his signature outfit. Loving the colors in this. So glad that they gave it that nice dark blue with the black straps, as opposed to his right there. The dial is different. His weapons right there, all color themed, just like every other figure we got. All his accessories right there. His catcher is in stealth form right here. I put that sticker on there, because that one matches pretty good. Loving the red eyes, they pop so well. And then we got the glow-in-the-dark Flip-R. All glow in the dark. I love a glow-in-the-dark figure. So glad that this one came to fruition. And then we got his little catcher right there. So let me show you how it glows. Y'all see that shit? Nice and strong glow. I didn't have it in the light for too long. And that shit pops, especially catcher. catcher is on fire right there. Nice and bright, glowing the table that is sitting on. Love that shit. But moving on right there, all his pieces glow in the dark, money bags, hands, scepter, additional heads, all that shit. You get all glow in the dark pieces. Highly appreciated. Even the glow in the dark bundle head. Well, then we got solid gold right here. Love the way the gold looks. That is a different color than your Flak-R, which I'm glad that they did it like that. Strong gold indeed. And then you get the gold scepter, gold money bags, gold catcher, gold everything. That sticker looks good on the gold catcher right there. Talking about the card is empty. And then right there you see all the additional pieces. But then right here, the customizer's dream, just like the other ones, all his pieces come in that gray. So if you want to get down and color this shit in, you can do that. And trust me, folks, I'm going to have me an anti-attorney at Flip-R coming later this year. Good buddy, Lunar Eclipse Customs going to hook me up. But other than that, that's damn near everything the Flip-R campaign for Wave 1 had to offer. But there's a couple more things that I got to show you. Right here, we got the botches, which is another army builder besides building up the flip bots and flake bots. And all of these, I prefer to have the kill mode activated sticker on it. I put the one with the low battery because, you know, shit happens, you know what I mean? And that one's gonna be stuck. But other than that, all these is ready to put that work in. The silver on these are great. But right here, I want to take a look at the folded up boxes. As you can see, these bitches is pretty big. All these are themed on different parodies of toys, which I'm sure y'all can figure them all out. But I just want to compare them next to these little boxes that I got off of Etsy. And you can see, they're nice size. But the ones that come with Flip-R, them bitches is way bigger, and I greatly appreciate it. They were very easy to fold up, easier than I thought it would be. But right here, moving on to the tiny itty bitty figures. Now these bitches right here, I am shocked. I am shocked that they're so small, but yet the detail is still there up in them. You see this shit? It can fit on the tip of my finger. That bitch is so small. And then look at this shit right here. That's a behind the scenes photo of Ace with all the little minifigures in his hand, all the standard Flip-R ones right there. But I love the paint job on them. Great job on that. Love the little packaging that it comes with. Even the details on the art right there. Perfect. Now right here, I want to test out the action feature of Flip-R. Let's see what it does. You give it a nice flip. Oh shit! I flipped that bitch on the other side of the table. Let me see if I can find them. Some little ass figures. There's the gold one, there's the glow in the dark. And then right there, there's the other two. As you can see, the flip works. Now right here, with the grip hand in play, you can see him gripping that package right there. He's got a little kung fu grip in there and shit. Holding it nice and tight to show it off to sell it. Then he's got his money bag in his hand right there, gripped on the shaft nice and tight. Loving that money bag. Then I put the one smiling face head on him just so y'all can see what it looked like. Switching shit up, we got the cube of NFT in the one hand right there, palm out so you can see it. And I love how it's semi-translucent right there. It exists, but it doesn't. And then the other hand, you can turn into the talk to the hand type of hand, smack your bitch ass up type of hand. And then that Flak-R special face all beat up. And if you take the glasses off, his one eye is lumped up, which I'll show you in a second, but all the details is there. Now right here, I want to put his hands straight up, just so he's be like, hey, you caught me, I'm done, I give up, I quit. And right there, his slumped up ass face. Love that shit. I remember a couple years ago when Ryan showed us that face, when he first rendered that shit out. It came out just like it did back then. Perfect. Right there's a look at the glasses right there with the little crack right there because shit happens, you know what I mean? You got his eye lumped up, got his glasses broke, but right here with the stopwatch of FOMO in his hand that transformed into the scepter of FOMO, he got the cloak of Tarjay, all the accessories on Flip-R right here. That shit looks great. I love that cape. The cape's got a little wiring in it, you know what I mean? So if you want to style it out, make it look like it's flowing in the wind, but the cape goes on nice and easy, fits like a glove. Love how it came out. Now let's take a look at the flip the bird hands right there in action. That shit looks great. And with the nice little flip feature in the arm, you can actually flip the birds, motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Just flip that shit up. But right here, I wanted to show you how much stuff could go on a little catcher. You see, I got the cube NFT, two little figures, and it closes right up. No problem at all. Same thing with the gotcha right there. Closes ass up. But now let's take a look at Flak-R. He got his devil horn fingers up, tongue sticking out, pissing people the hell off. That's what he does. That look looks great. But now it's time to take a look at Flak-R and all his different accessories and how he looks. He got his Cuba NFT, got his grip hand going on, trying to sell a flipper figure. And then right there, he's got his additional head with the broken tooth, smiley face, broken glasses. Love that face. Now right there in the back, you see one of the flip bots with 2 bags of money with the regular hands in play. Love that shit. It's always good to have regular silver hands, and the same thing with him. He's trying to steal the scepter of FOMO. But right here, moving on, we see the beautiful brass knuckles right there. Flip life for life. Love that shit. And then right there, he's got his special edition Flipbot head, just like his right there, but with the glasses on. And yep, the glasses can come off just like the other figures. Now right here, with the Shroud of Almeria, right there with the symbol on the front, that shit pops. I think I might like this look better than the Flip-R with his cape on his ass. I don't know, just something about a yellow cape and that Walmart color right there. And the hood on hoodie, that shit looks better than I thought. I thought I wasn't gonna like it at first, but I love it in hand. But look at that shit. Flip-R ain't trying to hear it. He's flipping his ass off. So after 26 minutes, that covers all the accessories. But now, folks, it's time for some part swapping. So right here, you know I gotta have He-Man try some shit on. As you can see, the cape fits perfect. Right over the shoulders, no problem at all. The hoodie looks great. And even there's wires up in the hoodie hood part. You know what I mean? You want to bend it down a little bit? You can. Now right here, I want to test the durability of the part swapping. You know what I mean? Because both of these, you know, it's different lines, but they're kind of similar. And you can see the head goes on there. That shit looks great. Right up on the neck. But for that right there, he got that thick ass neck. You know what I mean? Neck a little too thick for that head right there. Maybe it'll look better with other heads, but with the He-Man head, I'm not really feeling it, but I'm feeling the Flipper look. Now right here, switching up the legs, as you can see, that waist right there pops into a motu torso, nice and easy. Satisfied with that. Same thing with the arm, but there is a little gap right there in between, but it does move up and around, everything that you need to do. Now right there, a motu arm on that body, perfect. That shit looks great. Too bad I can't switch the other arm, but it is what it is. But right there, clicking the motu waist on that body right there, works like a glove. Now, if you want to make your own Flip-R naked body, use that Ultimate Warrior so you can have 60 times Flip-R right there, ready to get down. He's got the middle fingers up for a reason, you know what I mean? And you can also see I put the straps right there on the motu body. Goes on easy, just pop the arms off. And then right there with Flak-R, I end up using the Samurai Turtles of Grayskull Skeletor body. I just like how the colors look, even though it's a tiny bit off, works for me, especially if you use the whole body. You see that shit right there? We got sexy time Flak-R ready for action. The boots right there on motu legs work like a glove. That shit is perfect. Same thing right there with the hand, shuffle hand, goes right on there. Same thing with additional hands. Perfect. And for folks that like customizing with motu bucks, this is a dream come true. Look at him, he ain't trying to hear that shit. He's giving his ass the finger. And speaking of that finger, watch this shit. All the different colors of middle fingers. Here's all the motu figures that I've made him work with. Right there, you see the Extendor with the gold. You got Stratos with the gray. Too Bad with the silver. Anti-Eternia He-Man with the black. We got the Skeleton Warriors and Scarecrow with the glow-in-the-dark hand, which looks damn good on that Skeleton Warrior with that newer glow-in-the-dark body. Last but not least, Fisto with the finger up. Right there with the special Fisto middle finger glove that Renders FX did for me last year. Love that head. Will always stay on my Fisto figure. This was probably my most anticipated accessory with the figures, and it got the job done. Now right here, I want to compare my original Flip-R that I made while I was in wait period, waiting for Flip-R to come around. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Motu, I don't like waiting on shit, so I made one, and it came out pretty decent next to the real one. Luckily for me, Renders FX had made me a shuffle hand just so I could have one, something authentic for my Flip-R figure. And you can see from the difference of the two, same shit. just like how he did it a couple years ago, is how the figure looks today. And let's just say with your additional heads that come with your flipper, a faker figure, you can just make additional flippers, just like that right there. No pieces but the head on that body. But right here, for folks that like doing some army building, I got a little scenario set up where we got a whole bunch of flip bots about to take over the palace, rob it for its goods. As you can see, all these flip bots together, that shit looks great. We got a robbery in progress, and there ain't nothing no palace guard can do about it. As you can see, that one palace guard, he's getting his ass jumped and stomped in. One man about to stomp his nuts out, other one smash him in the face with them shovel hands, while the last one's about to kick the shit out of his head. Love the way this looks, but we can do a little bit better than this, folks. Watch this shit right here. Booyah! There it is. We added some botches in there with all the flip bots, 2 of the army builders for the line. Perfect. This is something that I was looking forward to seeing, and it did not disappoint at all. All my little robots ready to get that shit in. The only thing that's missing on this table is Flip-R, but he's in the castle getting shit done. He's in a stealth suit, so you can't see his ass. But yup, that's what I would do with a little setup. But right here, for folks that want a little bit of extra for their figures, we got the crates. Right here, you want the shirt, you go on Toy Stalker, $24.99 for a flip shirt. And then right here, we got stickers, we got a pin, and we got the gold coin, Championship of the Faraday, and Frank We Trust, which there's some lore behind this too. I'll let Near explain that a little bit later down the line, because y'all might be wondering, why is it saying in Frank We Trust when that's supposed to be Flip-R? He'll tell you. But there's the pen, and right here, there's the artwork that Near drew himself, and he signed the shit. So if y'all buy the special crate off of Toy Stalker's website, you get the signed prints right there. We got the Flak-R one, we got the Flip-R one, and then we got the one that he just did without the coloring in it, which looks great. Great job on that, Near. Your ass can draw. Now right here, folks, I just want to show you how much it is for the standard crate, 35 bucks. Or if you want to upgrade it for 55, you get all that shit that I showed you. Highly worth it, and they're still available on the website. But that coin right there, let me show you something. My ass is greedy, so I had to buy a bunch of them bitches right here. Not disappointed on that. The weight is great. When you hold this bitch in your hand, you will be shocked on how heavy it is. And these coins are $15 a piece. And I ain't get them for free. I bought all 20 coins that you see in front of your ass. Now right here, folks, we got these hand-drawn by Near Flip-R $100 that he did exclusive for the cons coming up, a couple cons that passed by. He did like 50 of these bitches, and for the folks that was able to get them, they is happy. You see that shit? Happy customers indeed. Love that extra edition right there. But right here, this means so much to me. That right there is a prototype of the original Flip-R render right there. Same thing with the catcher. That catcher, he had printed that out, Renders FX, painted it up silver for me. And right there, it ain't too far from the one that we got. There's a couple little differences here or there, but for right there, that figure that used to stay behind Mega J for the past couple years, he sent it to my ass to add with that catcher right there. It's a nice little shrine for Renders FX. Love what he did with that. But folks, it's been such an honor and a privilege to be a part of this whole creation of Flip-R. I was invited in the group right at the end of 2022. And with all these pictures I'm showing you, it's just a little collage of stuff that I saved from watching the process of starting off as a rendered figure, getting into a prototype right here, and then moving all the way up to something a little bit closer to what the finished product's gonna look like, to getting the end result right there. It's been a dream come true for a collector like myself, watching Near create the artwork from a sketch, turn it into the masterpiece that it is. Man, I love this shit. Talking to these guys for the past 2 years, ever since I joined, day after day, I consider them all my toy brothers. You know what I mean? We all believe in the same thing, and we turned it into a reality. This right here was a project for the people, by the people, and I love it. Even with Flak-R, this last minute idea that came into the line worked like a dream. Look at that shit. That's when Near got the paint samples in his hand. Then it finally came to the time where all the figures were ready to get shipped to the US, which luckily the tariff shit didn't slow stuff down. And we got them in hand. But right here is the Wave 2 that Near teased not too long ago. And with one figure right there, you know, I don't like waiting on shit. I got inspired. And with Tulsa right here, probably gonna be in Wave 2. I made my own, folks. And there he is, Tulsa in the flesh. How I feel he'll probably end up looking like. And I had to get that shit right. From the tall ass socks right there on the body to them short ass shorts. Right there with the steel arm, package in hand, and then that fucking face, which looks really close to the artwork that Near drew. Perfect. I got that just in time, but right here overall, all these figures, I love them. I was gonna try to rank them all in order, but to be honest, I can't, because I love each and every single one of them. They came out just like I was hoping they would. I definitely feel like I got my money's worth right here.
Those are dope figures. I mean, I made them, so I'm not super objective, but still, those are dope figures.
Yeah, you ain't lying, brother. Those are some dope figures. I love this shit, folks. Huge shout out to all my toy brothers, Near, Mega J, Ace, Gilly, Toy Stalker, and last but certainly not least, Renders FX, Ryan, Endersby. Love y'all. Love all y'all like a brother, and we did it! The Kickstarter was a complete success with over doubling the amount that we needed to make. And folks, I guarantee that you guys are gonna love this figure as much as I do. But right here, folks, it's time to do a giveaway where I got one exclusive Flip-R figure that somebody's gonna win. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and leave a comment down below, and in a week, I'll go over the winners and you will get all this shit right here. Let me open it up. All the stuff, the Black Friday special, the figure. There ain't no middle fingers in there, I'm sorry. I need all them. But you get everything else, plus to spice it up, I'm gonna throw a coin in that bitch. You see that shit? You will get all that, plus the coin. But other than that, I appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.